Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Hey, hey. Oh, I see that you are ready to jam. That's awesome. That's awesome that you are here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the University of Tartu Game Jam 2022. Big hooray, everyone. So hopefully, guys and girls who are on Discord can also hear this awesome spirit of the jammers in our building. So hello everyone. Thanks for being in here in the Delta building. And on behalf of University of Tartu Institute of Computer Science and Computer Graphics and Virtual Reality Lab, we welcome you to our 7th Game Jam. And this time, it's time for beginners. So if you are a beginner or a little bit more professional, then you are also welcome here. But this is for you. Can you please turn off Discords? Thank you. This is for you to learn about game development. This is a crash course for you. And I wanted to say a few words about our institute and our lab, Computer Graphics and Virtual Reality Lab. These are the two organizations that make this event happen. So thanks to them, we have this awesome place over here. We have those awesome courses that this lab teaches. For example, we teach about the evolution of video games. We teach about game engines, then we say how to develop games, how to design them. After that, we also have some programming patterns in computer games, how these are made and how you can implement them. You can learn all of this. If you are a student of University of Tartu, you can learn all about game development right here in Tartu. And that's not even all. There are more courses. And of course, this awesome event we have today over here. And I said this is our 7th time organizing a game jam. Actually, during this academic year, it's the first game jam. Most of you know that in January, in the end of the January, we have also something called Pro Game Jam, and this is for the pros. Also, beginners are welcome to participate also, but that's the jam where we put pros under pressure and expect to see some great results. And in April, there is another game jam. If you don't like speak English, then it's completely Estonian, and it's also for beginners, like this current game jam. So we have a lot of game jams, a lot of events, a lot of things to teach game development to you, and you can experience it as a student, or if you're not a student, then you can also participate in our events. But that's all. Why are you here? You know what game jam is, hopefully. You know that during a game jam, you, with your team consists of 2 to 6 people in our game jams, you must create a game. And to create a game, first of all, you must choose your technologies. So, first of all, most of you know, there are a lot of different technologies. For example, Unity, Unreal, Godot, Pygame, Scratch. You can use whatever you wish, whatever your team says it's okay to use for them. We just want to see your game running in action. So it's up to you what kind of technology you want to choose. And after you have chosen your technology, your game engine maybe, you must set up the project. Please try to divide the tasks to the team members try to divide the specialities of the team members well, so that the development will be good. And if you didn't know already, then we are also, when you are participating here, you are also participating in Ludum Dare 51. And that's where we get our topic for this game jam. And after you have gotten the topic, you have to form the idea. And I warn you that forming a really big idea is a bad thing in game jams. So try to take a little idea that is simple and fun, that sounds fun, and try to make a game out of it. So don't do GTA 5 or something like this. Do a small game, like for example, mobile games are. These are good examples. And make a game out of the idea. As I said, so you begin with the development. And you must make first your minimal viable product. This means that you have to develop those essential features that your game needs. For example, in Super Mario, what's Super Mario without running or jumping? So implement those specific features that your game can't be played without. And after that, ask some feedback from other teams or tutors. Actually, we have also tutors over here. Tutors will introduce themselves in Discord. Ask feedback from us. And when you have gotten the feedback, it's time to make polishes. Try to polish your game as much as you can. Because this great feeling that the game has after polish will have good results in your final assessments of the games. Actually, you will be voting the winners, because the best games are also rewarded in our game jam, and you are the jury for that. And when you have finished everything, you make your game and publish it. Publish it means you upload it to web and add the links to your game, so all of we will play it. But a little bit about schedule also. Today you are here in the official opening, and soon enough we will start with team formation. Those who have teams already, do not be, that's good that you have them, but those who don't have, we will help you to make teams that are fair as possible. Actually, 50 to 60% of the team must consist of beginners, beginner game developers. And in the midnight, we have actually the team formation deadline. So by the end of the midnight, you will have your teams ready. And tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Ludum Dare 51 topic will be announced. We will also announce it for you. Then you have the entire day to make your game. Those who are in Delta building, actually from 7 o'clock, we can go upstairs and start using the computers in our lab. So in the meantime, you can have a good sleep. You can think about the idea, whatever you want to do. All of you are welcome to stay in the Delta building if you don't have anywhere else to go. But if you like, you can go also home and come back tomorrow. And on Sunday, it's the big day. Everyone are sweating because it's the game submission deadline at 16 o'clock. After that, I said you are going to vote, and you have 2 hours for voting. And when everything is done, then finally your presentations will start with the award ceremony. Do you have any questions? Yeah, please. Yeah, of course, yes. So the question, if the people on Discord didn't hear it, the question was, do you have to ask feedback in those short amount of time and then polish it? The answer is yes. You have only this time. Of course, it's not compulsory. So it's not. It's up to you if you ask feedback or not. But we recommend you to ask feedback and try to polish it as much as you can, because it gives you better results. So nothing is compulsory besides submitting your game and making the game yourself, not using those assets that you can't use from the internet. Everything that you use, you must have rights to. Everything is also written on Discord in the rules channel. And the teams must consist of 50 to 60% of the team members must be beginners. These are the only rules we have. And everything else is for giving you advice and helping you out to make an even better game. Does anyone else have any questions? Yeah. Yes, code from previous projects, if you have written it yourself, is okay. But not the entire game. Do not continue like your old project. You can take some systems if you have developed it yourself. That's completely legal here. But do not continue with your old project, please. Start with something new. Some more questions. I guess not. Everyone are silent. If Discord has any questions, then you must speak up now, because I can't see the chat. But we will answer these questions if you have them later also. Anyways, as I said, best games are rewarded. And big thanks to these awards and everything from our sponsors. For example, Green Software House gives game codes. They have a lot of cool games made. Joyxir Studio will help one of the team. If they see something good, they will help to continue with one game. Safecracker Escape Room gives a gift card, so one team can go and enjoy and crack some codes. Odin Inspector, it's my favorite tool in Unity. It's very good. If you don't know what it is, you will soon know. And it's free to our jammers. And Creative Foundation Games. Actually, do we have Robin in our Discord?
Yes. Hello.
Can you say something about Creative Foundation Games? Thank you for being here.
Okay. Yeah. Hello, and thank you for having me. And my name is Robin Floden, and I've been doing, just to give a little bit of background about myself, I've been doing games ever since I was 11 years old. I shipped my first successful title when I was at university. It cost $1 million. It was pretty great with two guys in the basement. It was back in the days when Steam only shipped 350 games in a year, so it was a different market than it is today, but a super exciting time. And I started building studios in Sweden at that time. From 2013, I set up a studio called Total Interactive in Stockholm. The studio today has 150 people, but the bigger company then grew into a group called EG7 that has over 1,000 employees. I was the global group leader for that group and led our development of games we owned, for example, EverQuest and H1C1 and many other known brands, operated Lord of the Rings Online. So my journey, came from a very developer-focused background. I was an illustrator in the beginning, but I really touched everything when it comes to video games, and it's been a lifelong passion of mine. I left the company a year ago as the global CEO, and I exited. So I'm in a lucky position in life where I don't really have to do anything anymore. But because I love games, I went back to games anyway. One of the things I really looked into as I searched through, my last few years running a global group was that I really wanted to get back to the development of games. And that's why, the CFG Games is set up in Estonia, is that I really fell in love with that there's a lot of talented people. And one thing that I saw that was kind of missing in the community of Estonia was that there wasn't as much experience. There was a lot of energy, a lot of drive to make games, and I have a lot of experience, so I thought that was a pretty good match. So then we set up CFG Games in Tallinn to start making some really awesome games. And in the beginning, we're really going to focus on building a team as the main focus and making several smaller games just to sort of get a great team together. And then over time, we're hoping that the company can grow into a global success maker, something that can make some large games on a global scale, using some of the connections I have in the industry, from Microsoft to Sony or Steam, to be able to then do some games that will reach millions of players. And to us, it's always been, and to me, it's always been one really key element of what video games is about. It's about reaching people. That's why you are all here today. Game Jams is all about the people. And we're super excited that we get to be part of this by having the Best Game Award, and being part of that. It's really exciting, and I hope everyone's going to have a really great time here at the show. And if anyone has any questions or really want to know more details about the studio, we're super happy to talk about it. And you can all reach out to Oppo or anyone in the team from the CFG team, or just email us if you're excited to and feel that you have a great talent and you want to come and work with games. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So you heard, big applause for Robin. I hope you hear it. So you heard that one of the best games during this jam that you make, CFG Games will give its own prize to the best game they choose it. So the pressure is on. You are not here to make only your first game, you're actually here to make your first best game. So thank you, Robin.